What's up, guys? I'm Chase.
And I'm Landon. Today we're going to be giving you everything you need to know about the upcoming Air Jordan 13 Retro Obsidian and how to cop. First, thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. If this is your first time here, feel free to give this video a like and hit that subscribe or follow button to support our channel. We would greatly appreciate that. But now let's go ahead and start off with the basic info for this release before we move on. So this Air Jordan 13 is set to release this weekend on September 18th. Pending any delay, with the retail price of $190. And that release time is set for 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern time on the Sneakers app and some other sites that we're going to get to in a second. But make sure you don't forget to go in and turn on those notifications just so you'll be reminded to enter that drop. And it should be set to be a Sneakers draw, which is going to give you 10 minutes to enter once they become available. But just in case, I'd be ready whenever the clock hits the hour in case there's any glitching or something on the app. But as for sizing, this will be a full family sizing release with like the standard pricing of big kids at $140, preschool all the way down at $80, and then toddler at $60 as usual. But that pretty much covers the date and the time. So let's take a closer look at the overall design on these shoes. All right, so checking out the appearance for these Jordan 13s, it's definitely not my favorite model look, but I'm actually a pretty big fan of this Obsidian colorway for this shoe. So for anyone who follows basketball, or more specifically the NBA, these definitely have a Charlotte Hornets vibe to them, which is pretty convenient since Michael Jordan himself runs that team. So you do have that kind of dark blue underlay topped with that white leather. And then my favorite touch is that teal or like kind of powder blue touches on the Jumpman logo on the tongue, and then also on the outsole. It gives these a really nice look. So all things considered, although I don't love the Air Jordan 13 model itself, these still look pretty great in photos, and I would expect them to look even better in hand. But that kind of covers the appearance for these, so let's move on. All right, so for raffles and reservations, there are some good options already beginning to open up, both online and app, as you can see here, like Expression Stores, GBNY online. You also got some like JD Sports, Finish Line, Hibbets, kind of those foot sites are starting to open up too. And this is a GR release, so I would expect a lot more options to become available. So to stay up to date on that, just keep an eye on the How to Cop side of our website, which you can find at www.shoewear.co. And that's where we kind of update raffles every day as they continue to open and close. Or you can always just refer back to this video because we do leave a link in the description to our blog post. So that's just another way that you could access that release or raffle info. But now we'll let Chase take over so we can let you know what sites are releasing these, what the aftermarket looks like, and your best chance on how to compare.
Now, I just want to take a quick second and remind you guys to, again, consider subscribing and following or even liking this video for the algorithm. But back to where these Jordan 13 Obsidians are dropping and at what time. So starting off at 10 a.m. Eastern time, you have Champ Sports, Dick's Sporting Goods, DTLR, East Bay, Finish Line, Foot Locker, Foot Action, Hibbett Sports, JD Sports, Jimmy Jazz, Nike Sneakers, Shoe Palace, and YCMC. I also left some other retailers up there that have dropped other Jordan 13s in the past. If we did miss a retailer, definitely let us know in the comments below. But moving on, let's look at the average sale prices on the aftermarket. Now, as a disclaimer, the prices you see could change as we move closer to the release, but also when you visit our website, there will be links to the marketplaces for you guys to check out closer to the release date. But starting off, StockX is at an average selling price of $290, Goatsin pretty at $325, and eBay is at $280. Moving on to the stock numbers, like most Jordan 13s, this will also be a general release, meaning that there will be a high amount of stock distributed between the retailers. To give you guys a better idea of what the stock numbers could be, let's look at the previous Jordan 13 release of the Jordan 13 Red Flint. Looking at the Red Flint colorway, it had over 30,000 pairs, with most of the stock between sizes 10, 10.5, and 11. With that being said, I do expect similar numbers for the Jordan 13 Obsidian colorway, with stock being around 30,000 pairs and most of the stock being allocated between 10 through 12. As for my resale prediction, I do predict that the sales should be initially between $220 and $250, netting you a profit of $20 to $50 per pair. Now, should you hold or sell this Jordan 13 Retro Obsidian? Overall, I would hold. Now, let me tell you why. So I personally think that this colorway is going to perform similar to the Jordan 13 Retro He Got Game colorway back in 2018. As you can see, they are very similar, and the only colorway difference that I can see is that the Obsidian colorway has a blue outsole, while the He Got Game colorway has a red. So taking this to another level, let's look at how the sales have been on the He Got Game colorway. So this graph right now shows you the price history on StockX, and the only thing that I wanted to point out is the prices on August 14th was barely above retail, sitting at $201. Now 6 months later, on February 4th, prices increased to $253, and then after a year, on August 9th, 2019, prices were $285, which basically means that you will double your money after a year. So my recommendation is, if you can wait out the initial drop in price and ride it out for at least a year, you will be able to make serious gains in profit and maybe even double your money.
That's going to wrap it up for episode 52 of How to Cop for the Air Jordan 13 Retro Obsidian. Thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop your favorite sneaker in the comments below. And then for more sneaker news, our available shoes for sale, and just anything that we do, click the link in our bio and check that out.
Also, feel free to comment and interact below to let us know what shoe you want to hear about next. But until next episode, peace.